We're talking about the asteroid headed straight for us.
And all things Oscars.
Welcome back to Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea on all things Long Island. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Sharon. Welcome back.
How is it? Has it been a week?
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, you know, as much as we talked about how slow January was, February is like, did it even happen? Did it
Blink.
even happen?
Yeah. I feel like this week, though, in particular, probably because of the holiday, I don't know, it was long.
Yeah, it's a
long
shorter week.
I feel like it's
It's
long.
a shorter week. It was a short week.
Short week, but long.
Oh, I just feel
Like
like
February.
I don't
Short
think I
month,
was like,
but
is it
long.
Monday? I don't even know what day it is.
I know.
I can't believe it's already been a week. And you know what? Never got my Valentine's wreath or
You
pillow.
didn't? I was
And
going to
you know what?
ask
I'm
you.
glad. I'm glad. I feel validated because it blinked.
But
Poof,
now,
gone.
what happens?
Nothing. Literally nothing happened.
Huh.
And I lived. You know what I mean? And I'm $30 richer.
Nice.
Probably. Home Goods got $30 less of my money, or 50 or whatever. So Sharon, how you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
Are you though?
No.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm still like, I don't know what's going on with the planets. I don't know.
a lot.
A lot, right? A lot's happening.
I don't even know. It's so crazy. Like, you read the paper. I mean, no one does. I'm the only one that reads the paper. But when I read the paper, or God forbid, turn on the news, like, what?
I know.
You know what? It's so interesting that you say that, Sharon, because I've got like, in my how you doing section, I've got like anxieTEA.
Oh,
tea.
mm-hmm.
That's like all the notes that I had.
Yeah.
So you were saying the same thing. You're not sleeping.
I'm not sleeping, and it's like bizarre. I'm having like
Mercury is in retrograde.
again.
Is
right now.
it?
Yes,
back?
I just looked it up. Yeah.
Ugh,
Damn
for how
it.
long? Does it say? Forever. For the next 3 years.
It just says currently.
Current.
I'll get back to you.
It's currently.
It's current. Yeah, total nightmares, and like they're bizarre, like bizarre nightmares. Well, one last night was I was drowning in laundry, like literally drowning, like climbing piles of clothes, climbing, can't get out. Not like it's my life.
Sounds like it's your life.
But no, it's just weird. I dreamt my sister was Trump.
Oh,
Bizarre.
well.
But like wacky.
She's definitely got sass. Your sister.
Wacky, like
I
wakes
wouldn't want
me
to cross
up.
her. I'll tell you that.
It was like, I can't go back to sleep after that.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I'm not having nightmares, but I mean, I never sleep anyway. But it's weird. Like I just wake up now. I think it's just like I've like that old person kind of where you just up in the morning early and you're just like ready for coffee.
Yeah.
Like,
but is it
waiting
like
for everybody else to
5
wake up
a.m.
early?
or is it like 2 o'clock? Because that's me.
Right. No, it's more like 5. Yeah. No, sorry.
Ugh.
No, I'm sorry about that. But you know what else is giving me anxiety, which I was going to tell you about, somebody was just talking about how cold it is in the winter and stuff. But
Makes
also
me angry.
I know. I think
Gives me so
that's a
much
lot
anger.
to do with you
I think so.
because you're a summer season person.
Yeah. I'm having seasonal depression.
Yeah, I think that's it. You know what? You know what other season it is? It's pothole season.
Faux show. It really is.
Stay safe out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it is crazy.
And I worry about you and your little whip now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, because I don't have my like Highlander SUV tires anymore.
No.
I've got these little thin tires. One of these wicked potholes, and they're everywhere. It's like driving on the moon.
I know. It's crazy.
The other day, during the President's Day weekend, Tegan and I did our thing. We went and got our special Cobb salads at the Shed, which we love the Shed.
Right.
And then we went to a little farm and got some sweet treats. And of course, I had to go back to Total Wine just to stock up because I was near it. I was like, I get anxiety. I'm like, I got to just.
I'm here.
She's like, there's nowhere to put this wine anymore.
Yeah.
I like need an extra room for it. I don't even know what I'm doing with it. But I was like, I'm close to it. It's an hour away. On the way home, zipping around, middle of like a major road. It was the biggest pothole. And of course, I see it too late. So I swerve, almost murder us.
Oh, God.
And not only that, the way I swerved, I like hit it more. Do you ever do that when you go to swerve and you actually hit it
Make it worse.
more
Yeah.
dead on?
Mm-hmm.
I'm amazed I still have tires. I mean, Tegan was shook. She's looking at me like, Mom, what? It's just unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. And
they
it's
come
everywhere.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're on the big streets.
Yep.
They're on the little streets. Yep. And you can't be, if you're following the car in front of you too close, you're not going to see it.
No, you just go right over
You're
it.
Boom. That's what you get.
I mean, do you see the sinkholes that are in our parking lot here?
Crazy.
Those are crazy.
No. Where?
Like you park in the back, I park in the front.
Oh.
And there's like this big sinkhole.
Oh, no, I can see it from my window.
It's
No,
crazy.
you're totally right. I've seen the cones. I can see it from my window. I didn't know what that was. I thought they were like doing work.
They're trying to fix it, but I think it just like keeps on getting worse.
I just, it's this time of year that the potholes, they just appear overnight.
I know. It's crazy.
And they are like 4 feet deep.
Yeah. And it doesn't help the weather. I mean, the weather that we're getting. So they're just like constantly salting and, plowing. And
yeah.
even then it's like an inch of snow. They're still coming out and salting.
When is the season that they fill the potholes?
I don't know. May.
Is that when they do it?
I want to say May.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I feel like every time it's like we're getting ready to go to the beach or something, and it's like, oh no, road work.
Yeah. Just in time to go somewhere fun.
Just in time.
Wow. I was just going to tell you, there's a new season between winter and spring, and it's called pothole season, and it is brutal.
It is brutal.
Here on Long Island. That is some real Long Island tea.
That was your anxiety?
Well, that is one of them. The other one is... and this is the kind of stuff that keeps me up at night. Did you hear that an asteroid's going to hit the Earth? Yeah. Yeah, Michael's heard it.
I've heard it, but
no,
when?
it's like 2032.
Yeah.
Which seems like, oh, that's so far away. Not far.
No, that's only 6-7 years away.
Everyone's like, at first they were like, NASA was like, no, it's probably not. It's like 1 in zillion. Now they're like,
maybe we should be concerned.
we're looking at it. How's Bruce Willis doing these days? Somebody needs to call him up.
Armageddon.
Yeah. Literally.
That's scary.
And at this point, do you ever feel like it's probably for the best? Just, it's time. I'm tired. Sharon,
hang it up.
like, no. I always say, like, my family and I, we're not those people. Like, I always joke, like, oh, Linda Hamilton or whatever, doing her chin-ups in the Terminator and stuff. And I'm like, no. I want to be in the first wave of people.
Yeah.
Just wiped out. I don't want to, I'm not a survivalist.
No, me either.
I don't need to go through all that.
No.
I don't want to like live with a dark cloud of nuclear whatever death.
Or like robots taking
exactly hide in your basement for 2 years and eat canned.
No.
What kind of
life is that?
No. If Sharon and I can't like go to the beach and go to
Thrive
the vineyards.
on Long Island.
No, exactly. But this is what, and it's funny because the kids today, Carrie's sitting in again today.
Mm-hmm.
The kids today, like Carrie, love you kids, but our generation grew up with some traumatic visuals. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is why I'm probably not as scared.
Right.
Like the Terminator.
Right.
Like the day after.
Mm-hmm.
We used to do nuclear war drills in my elementary school, like Cold War, like hiding under your desk is gonna do anything when the bomb hits.
Nuclear.
But you know what I mean? Like the day after. I remember being like children. We were like, oh, let's watch the day after again.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, and it's true. I think that we grew up to not having cell phones, immediate whatever.
Right.
We were like, if you compare cartoons to, or even TV, like family TV, to stuff what we were growing up to what they're watching now, it is so different.
Did you ever see that movie Night of the Comet?
No.
It's one of my favorite movies, you guys. It is so 80s.
Okay.
It's so 80s. But it's about these two sisters. One's like a cute blonde cheerleader and the other one's like a brunette, like tough girl, kind of again, like Linda Hamilton-esque. And the comet like hits the earth.
Okay.
And everyone's wiped out. And the sisters were in 2 different places, but of course they both survive the night of the comet. And then people are zombies. It had something to do with sleeping in a 10 building or the 10 or something that they were both doing something. And just luckily. But of course, my favorite part of the movie is that they're like walking around. Everybody's wiped out. No one's here. So what do? They go to the mall. And they play like girls just want to have the girls.
Oh
And they're
my
like,
God.
they're trying on all the clothes. They go to the mall and they're just like
I love
enjoying,
that.
having a good day.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. 100%.
I would go to the mall. I would go to Saks Fifth Avenue
Mm-hmm.
and I would just have all the whatever designer.
Yeah.
I mean, before the zombies get you, why not? You know, they got some convertible and they were driving around like, hey. I was like, yeah, that was my kind of movie. Like, you know, that's how though we were so desensitized. I'm like, everyone's wiped out. They weren't like sad for their family and friends.
Right.
They were like, let's go to the mall.
Go shopping.
Let's hang out. We're still here. So it's all fine.
That's so funny.
Be me and you. Like,
Yeah. Let's just go.
I mean, it's probably just better with just us.
Oh my God. Humanity.
Anyway, yeah. So that's anxiety worthy, right? Asteroids going to hit the Earth in 2032.
This, but I heard it was like, it was moving in a different direction.
I don't think so. I think it's
coming back.
I think it's moving this direction. It's headed this way at like incredible speed.
Yeah.
And force.
Yeah.
So
what movie was that? Armageddon? What Bruce
yeah,
Willis?
of course. Yeah. Armageddon. That was so amazing.
That was such a good movie.
The drillers.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys seen the Roughnecks?
Ugh.
That's my Texas roots too. Anyway, there's just, I think it's that's the vibe. I don't know if that's the Mercury in retrograde vibe, but it's definitely feeling like it's the end of days vibe.
It's so weird. It is just such a weird.
And maybe it's just winter.
Yeah. I just need it to be over.
Because when I talked to Kenzie in Arizona at Arizona State, she does not have that vibe.
No, she's thriving.
They're having a great time.
I love this.
They're out all the time. They're like soaking up the sun. Yeah. So I think it's maybe just winter.
Yeah. All right.
Which is fine. It's almost over. It's almost spring.
I just saw it was like
Which
March.
is the dumbest season.
It is, isn't it?
Spring is the dumbest season.
But it's for like new beginnings and things like that.
Okay.
But it is dumb. I agree. Because 1 minute it's like 40 degrees. The next minute it's 80 degrees.
And it's rain. And then random snow. I mean, the flowers are pretty. I like the flowers. Listen, and it's just, we're closer to summer.
Yeah.
I don't know, Sharon, I might be like joining your team.
Thank you.
I'm ready for Long Island summer.
Yeah, me too.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah. And that's when the potholes are gone.
Yeah.
We'll be ready.
Just the road work starts. It's fine. I'll take the road work. What about you? What else is going on? Anything?
No, I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired.
You know what? Thank God for this podcast and our partners, because you know what might help you? Our taste of Long Island.
Taste
today.
of Long Island. This is a delicious. We love a good Cab Franc. North Cliff Vineyards, herbicide-free Cabernet Franc 2021. The Cab Franc grape loves temperate climate, rich soil, and especially the unique breezes from the Long Island Sound. I don't think people realize that Cab Franc from Long Island is extremely popular.
So good.
It has to do with something in the water.
Yeah, and I think what they're saying too is because it's on a peninsula and the ocean breezes.
Yeah.
Because the first place I ever had Cab Franc was New Zealand on this little island, and it's really known there. Because the same thing, it's a little island surrounded by water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so good here.
It is so delicious. North Cliff Vineyards is perfectly situated to use these magnificent gifts of nature to add an enticing flavor to your dining enjoyment, no matter the cuisine. Going into their 6th year of not using herbicides in the vineyard, this Cabernet Franc embodies the non-interventionist winemaking style and encourages the vineyard's natural yeast to ferment in the wine. Part of the sustainable wine movement on Long Island. I love this.
Yeah, I love, and that's the other thing about Long Island wine country. It's so focused on sustainability, and this is one of the vineyards that is like highly focused on that, even more so. But it's amazing how like all solar, all organic. The vineyards out here are really conscientious about that.
They really are. They offer free tastings every Sunday in their tasting room. Free tastings. Isn't that awesome?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. So for more details on how to book your first of many experiences at this beautiful vineyard, visit northcliffvineyards.com. Again, that's northcliffvineyards.com.
And free tastings on Sundays.
Free tastings on Sundays.
Let them know that Long Island Tea sent you. Please let them know that you heard about it from Long Island Tea, from Kristen and Sharon, because the owner is so sweet. He came to our office.
Yes.
And he dropped off a case of wine
and he's
for the staff.
Let us know. I love it.
And it's so good. I love it. And Michael has it just chilled to perfection for us. Thank you, Michael. Not too chilled. Don't
Right.
don't get crazy. Like
Yeah,
we're not
just-
drinking. You know, it's just a little. In other words,
Smidge.
he just left it in his car for 15 minutes. I know,
It's
right?
true.
Okay, so Sharon, I have a little bit of Long Island life for you, if you don't mind.
I would love it.
Okay. Did you hear? This is exciting news. Did you hear that Stony Brook University has a new president?
Yes.
As we have our Stony Brook graduate in here,
Yes.
Carrie, who we got from, she was an intern at Stony Brook when she came to us. Incredible college here on Long Island in my neighborhood. And the former president went to Yale.
Right.
She became the president at Yale University.
Right.
Just to show you the caliber. This
Right.
is like people, Stony Brook is like next level.
Yeah.
Now. So they have a new president. She was a dean, and I want to say a dean of engineering and something. I don't know what, but she was a dean from Princeton.
Wow. Incredible.
And her name is Andrea Goldsmith.
Welcome, Andrea. I'm
Yes, we're
excited.
another woman too,
That's amazing.
which is awesome. And from Princeton.
That's amazing.
The principal of my kid's high school also went to Princeton,
Wow.
right? But he graduated from the high school that, so he's from Ward Melville, but he
Wow.
went to Princeton and came
That's
back.
amazing.
I know. I'm just telling you. I talk about it all the time.
Mhm.
Long Island education is the best. I want to steal my sister's kids.
And just raise them here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love Arizona.
Yeah.
Not known for education.
Right. Yeah, no, it's incredible, the education here.
I mean, like, universities are great there because you pay.
Right.
But like the regular education, they're not ranked highly. They spend a lot of money.
Right, exactly.
We spend a lot of money on our kids,
Mm-hmm.
and you get what you pay for.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm trying to figure out ways to like kidnap my niece and nephew.
I don't know how you can do that.
Yeah. Also, I don't really want to I don't know how to do that because I don't really want to raise other kids again
Right.
either. So seems like a good idea at the time.
Yeah. Sounds great.
But maybe she should just move here.
That's it.
I know. Okay, so that is something. And then speaking of summer,
Mm-hmm.
Jones Beach Theater is announcing their new lineup.
Mm-hmm. They're like teasing it.
I know.
It's so
I feel like it's
fun.
early this year.
It is early. But yeah, they're teasing it. Like every week I see a different set of performers.
Yeah, me too. And they've got some great names, some big concerts coming.
Yeah.
So they're getting you excited already. They're hoping to help with your summer blues or your winter blues.
Yeah. I could use that.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing better than a concert.
Jones Beach
And they just
concert.
renovated last summer.
Mm-hmm.
And their renovations are amazing. And now they have all these VIP areas
Oh my gosh,
and these
it's
awesome,
incredible.
hangout places where you can go see the acts.
It's awesome. And have you ever been in like the pit there?
No.
Like, I guess they call it the pit, right? Like when you're down front.
Mm.
I've gone there a couple times, seen a couple concerts that way. I will never not see a concert like that again. Like,
Really?
It's incredible being right down there, like surrounded by the water. Like, it's awesome.
Aww.
It's so cool.
No, I'm the opposite of the pit. I am on the side in the VIP upstairs.
Mm,
You can overlook everything.
okay.
But I am not one with the people. I'm not amongst people.
I like that. I like that.
I know.
But the VIP section is incredible.
Well, especially the new one.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can go there now, I think, not even when there's concerts. And you can have I think you can have special events. And
Wow.
we should do it.
Yeah, that's
We should have
awesome.
an event there. Okay, so it's still, I think when this airs, yeah, it'll still be February when this airs.
Yes. Yeah.
So we are still in Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of my favorite attractions on Long Island that highlights Black history. And so I'm very excited about letting people know about the Southampton African American Museum.
Yes. This is our fun fact this week. Co-founded in 2005, the Southampton African American Museum serves as a center for preserving and sharing the history of African Americans on Long Island. Housed in a building that was once operated as a barbershop and a beauty salon, the museum offers exhibits, educational programs, and events that highlight the rich heritage of African American communities in the East End of Long Island. We just did a TikTok with this, so you can see our TikTok for a walkthrough.
I love this museum, and I love that it was a barbershop because
think that is
barbershop
so
culture is so
cool.
important to like the Black and African American culture.
Yeah.
And how cool that you feel like you go in and you feel like you're really
I love
walking
it.
through history.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it's good. I love it. So make sure you pop in over there, and then we still, if you if you're just hearing us this first time or want more information, you can still go onto our website, discoverlongisland.com, and read our Black History blog.
Yes.
And it has a lot of other information on there too.
Yes.
Sharon, I just noticed something and I have a question. Are these new boots?
Yes. I copied you. Except mine aren't what yours are.
I was like, wait. These look like my boots.
Yeah, these are the imitation version.
Well, that's the smart version. We'll call that the smart version.
Yeah.
You get the same look and feel without like shelling out.
They're amazing.
I love them.
Thank you.
They look so good on you.
Thanks.
Look at you with your over the knee.
I know.
And they're so comfortable,
And they're
right?
flat.
Yes.
I went to lunch with Michael before, and I'm like walking out, and I'm looking up at him.
I know.
He's so tall.
I know. It's hard.
And I'm like,
But remember when I'm glad I talked you into it because we were at the Great Gatsby Broadway show, which is one of our favorite shows, of course.
yes.
In New York City. And we were trying to run to the train, me, you, and Bree.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm booking it. And you and Bree are in your high heels and you had to tie. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, who goes to the city
And wears heels.
in heels?
Yeah.
Come on. And I was like, Sharon, you've got to get these boots.
Yeah, and then I
there
saw,
you are.
I saw your version. I was like, maybe next time.
Listen, I copied those from Nicole Brownell.
Yes.
I was with her at an event and she had them on and I was like, what are these?
Yeah. But how do I get me one of those?
I was like, and listen, I had to wait for a special occasion for those. Those were not just normal.
Your husband's amazing that way.
Well, yes, no complaints there. Okay, so I love them though. I was
Thank you.
wait a minute.
Amazon version.
They look great.
Thank you.
I love them. Okay, so do you want to talk about, speaking of blogs, we may as well just go into the blog real quick.
Sure.
Because it's Oscar week.
Yes.
So the
you know what I
Oscars-
realized?
What?
You're going to be on your cruise.
Oh, when they happen.
Yep.
Yeah, it's next weekend. I came to you today thinking that it was this coming, but it
Oh.
is when this airs, it'll be this weekend.
This coming
Sunday.
weekend.
Yes, this coming weekend.
Okay, that's fine. Listen, Oscars, to be honest, this year especially,
Mm-hmm.
I would only tune in for the outfits.
Yeah.
I mean, have you watched any of the Oscar movies?
No. I have a couple of friends, and I know this is like common. People will, leading up to the Oscars, will watch all the movies.
Yeah.
And anyway, a couple of my friends do
Michael,
it.
can you look up while we're chatting what the Oscar Best Picture movies are, just so we can talk about it? Because I think I watched one of them, and I can't remember the name, which is why I'm going to have Michael tell me what it was.
Yeah.
And it's the guy who's probably going to win Best Supporting Actor, I think. And I can't remember who. It's like he's famous. He was in Succession.
Okay.
And look, who did it? Somebody famous. Go ahead.
Amelia Perez.
Yep. These are Best Picture.
A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here, The Substance, Dune Part 2, Wicked, Honora, The Brutalist.
Okay, I'm here for
Dark.
Wicked.
A lot of
Okay.
dark options.
Mm.
Yeah. I can't remember the name. I don't think it's I'm Still Here. I can't remember the name of the movie. The guy's going to win Best Supporting Actor, I think. He won in the Golden Globes. And it's about going back to Poland for their Jewish heritage.
Okay.
Okay, so I watched because I made Thomas. I love this actor from Succession, and somebody famous directed it, I think. Anyway, so I went to watch it, and it's just, it was fine. It was one of those artsy.
Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of movies now are like that.
I'm like, it's one of those movies you finish it and you're like,
It was all right.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that I laughed or cried or.
Right. When was the last time you actually laughed out loud at a movie? I don't know.
You know what? I can tell you. But this just goes. Maybe this is not a good reflection on me culturally. But I watched the Will Ferrell Reese Witherspoon movie that just came out.
Oh, was it good?
Laughed out loud.
Okay. All right.
Laughed out loud.
I love
belly
that.
Loud. Like
I love
it's
it.
so great. But
that's
kind of
that's
a
the humor.
slapstick.
Though.
It's a different. Okay, so Amelia Perez, like total scandal movie right now because the actor that came out is having all this scandal. Didn't see it, but I would like to. Dune 2, no.
Nope.
Saw it and can't care.
Right.
I tried to watch it twice.
Did you watch Wicked?
Fell asleep both times. Wicked, yeah, loved Wicked.
I loved Wicked.
It was good. Is it the best picture? I guess.
Yeah, could
in
be
that category.
Yeah.
Conclave, no, didn't see it.
No.
Anyway,
You know what movie I just watched with my kids? Wild Robot.
Oh, was that
It's-
cute?
amazing. Like
Oh.
you do not have to be a child to love
Yeah.
this movie. Like it's a cartoon, but the story behind it is
Yeah.
so amazing.
I saw the previews. It looks
so
really good.
good.
Actually, it looks really cute.
Yeah, it was really cute.
I don't know. I'm just like, Is anyone? No one here has seen any of those movies.
How
Except
did they
Wicked.
get to that point though?
And maybe Dune too.
How do they
It's
get-
political.
Yeah. And who's the host? Conan O'Brien?
Oh, though I do love myself some
You
Conan.
do?
I love Conan. Yeah,
Hmm.
he's snarky.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Where's he been hiding?
Right. But then like Kelly and Mark do something the next something.
Oh, probably they always do their after Oscar
Yeah.
show. I mean, I would like to watch it for the fashion. I would like to see Substance with Demi Moore. She's
Okay.
amazing.
So she's going to win because didn't she just have a speech about
Yeah,
something?
she's won twice.
Yeah.
She won the Golden Globes and the Critics' Choice or
Yeah.
whatever, something like that. So hopefully she'll win. Like, yeah, okay. The people watching is like,
Right.
I'm here for that.
Right.
But sorry, I'll be on a cruise.
Sorry.
I won't be watching. So you'll just have to tell me
Mm-hmm.
what it's like because I will be hopefully sipping champagne
away.
as we wave to the incredible Statue of Liberty and the New York City skyline at sunset as we cruise away to the Bahamas.
Oh
Bye.
my God.
I know.
So
I'm
jealous.
so excited.
I'm so excited for you. You need
So
this.
excited. I do. I really do.
Yeah.
And so do you.
Yeah.
But you won't go on a cruise.
No, I'm petrified. But I did book Florida in May.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
I keep trying to tell you. And it's so funny that I tell you this when I went to your sister, Kathy, for my hair.
No.
Kathy's Hair Boutique in Babylon. I said, I'm going on a cruise. And she's like, oh, I would never. And I'm like, you're like Sharon. You're just like Sharon. I'm like, what is your problem? And she's like, I'm terrified and I don't want to get the norovirus and I don't want to be in a wave. And I'm like, Sharon keeps sending me these insane TikToks that are clearly AI
Right.
generated
Right.
of like tsunami waves engulfing like Royal
yeah.
Caribbean ships. I'm like,
Yeah.
did not happen. Obviously,
not
we would
real.
all hear about this. And she goes, I think I sent her that one. She's like, I think she got that from me. I'm like, you ladies, come on.
Oh, I know.
But then I'm like, I don't want to say too much about it and make fun of it because then I'll be in a situation
Yeah.
where we hit a storm.
Yeah, no, don't think like
And
that.
then I'll come back and be like, great.
My brother is going on one in April. It's like the Utopia of the Seas or something like that.
Ooh.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks like it looks amazing.
Yeah. You need to go on a Disney cruise
Yeah.
with your kids.
Mhm.
And I told her, I was like, Sharon needs to go on a Disney cruise with her kids because when you have especially 3 little kids,
Yeah.
and they're not little anymore, Braden's,
Right.
but they have the little kids club and then the bigger kids club, like the teen, and then they're busy. Like I remember when my kids were little, I would go try to get them out of the kids club because I would feel like guilty
Yeah.
about spending so much time away from them, and I would get there and they'd be like, "Why are you here?
Yeah. Come back.
What are you doing? Don't come
Yeah.
back!" Like I'm literally getting read to by Ariel. Why you're bothering me? And so I was like, and you're really like, oh my God, you're having more fun than I am.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, Sharon and Dan don't need that. They need to be tuned into their kids or whatever. I was like, okay. I'm like, I mean, agree to disagree, Kathy. I'm just saying, when you're with, they're tuned in a lot to their kids every day, 24/7. Let them tune into each other.
Yeah. Yep.
So hopefully you'll have that in Florida.
Yeah. No, there's like, it's on land. It's,
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
I know. I'm going to get you out there at sea someday. We'll see how
Yes.
this one goes.
Yes. I will. I can't wait to hear how your cruise
Yeah.
is.
Well, let's hope it all goes well because then it'll be like jokes on me. Okay. Speaking of Oscars and blogs, the interesting thing is Long Island has a ton of films, movies. We're always telling you how movies and films are filmed here or shot here or based here.
Right.
You know, they pretend to be here.
It's crazy. We have a blog this week. It's called Lights, Camera, Long Island, Hollywood's Connections to Long Island. And I feel like we are like, we're the Hamptons. We're close to New York City. I feel like we are like.
They call it Hollywood East.
Yes,
East,
exactly.
Yeah, Hollywood East.
Hollywood East. That's what you see. It's right here.
I didn't even-
Look at that.
See?
But yes, there's a blog there's some things like The Great Gatsby and Hitch at Old Westbury Gardens that have been filmed here. The Godfather at Sands Point Preserve. The Greatest Showman at Comset State Park. Have you ever seen The Greatest Showman?
Yeah.
Incredible movie.
But I didn't know that was filmed.
I didn't either.
That was like, wait, what?
No Hard Feelings at Montauk Lighthouse. Men in Black 2 at Fire Island Lighthouse. These are just a few things. But you ever see that movie Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind?
Yeah.
That was all on the Long Island Railroad.
Oh,
up and
yeah.
down Long Island.
Oh,
Like,
there's
they go
a
out to
million.
Montauk.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
There's a million. I mean, every show you watch, if you ever watch Murders in the Building, if you ever watch Succession, if you ever,
Yeah.
they're all filmed out here. The
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence movie, I'll see, or people are talking about Long Island in the movies all the time too.
Yeah.
So just to get, if you want to get primed up and ready for the Oscars, our blog on Discover Long Island is here to help you out, and you can go check out some movie connections. Okay, I thought let's do a little bit of celebrity as long as we're again on Oscars and stuff.
Yes.
And then we'll talk about what's happening this weekend. Does that sound okay?
Perfect.
Okay. I have a little bit of celebrity. Hold on, let me open my notes because it's based here. So, a couple things locally. First of all, Mariah Carey and Cyndi Lauper, both Long Island girls, by the way, are nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year.
I know. I can't believe it's been this long. Like, why did it take them this long?
Yeah, I think it's like the rock and roll,
Yeah.
because I think it used to just be rock bands.
Oh, okay. So it's
and now
more
they've
about
opened it up. Like that's why Dolly Parton won it last year. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's true.
But like Mariah Carey and
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
I love it.
And both of them on the same year. How
That's
cool is that,
awesome.
right? Okay. Also, I just read this article. Joey Mangano.
Yes.
Did I say Joey? Joy.
Joy Mangano.
Joy Mangano. I can't say. In case you don't know who she is, she's from St. James on Long Island, and she was the creator of the Miracle Mop.
Yes.
They're doing a Broadway musical about her life.
I think that's so crazy. I love that.
Yeah. Long Island Girl. It'll be on Broadway July 20th through August 17th.
That's so crazy.
I mean, it is a great story about like a mom who found a need, created the Miracle Mop, and now she's a gazillionaire.
Yeah. And she lives in St. James.
I know. So I thought that would be interesting. Also, did you watch the SNL
I did.
50th?
I did. Did you?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It was awesome. It was long.
It
I
was
fell
long.
asleep.
I fell asleep a little bit too. But I woke back up and I was like, oh here
Still
I am.
going.
I'm here.
Woke back up, still on.
Yeah. That was awesome.
It was awesome, but it was long. But did you see Paul Simon on there? He was in the beginning.
He opened, right?
Yeah. So I think that was such a good, popular thing that, was it Paul Simon and was it Sabrina Carpenter and Paul Simon? Did they sing the duet? I thought so.
Yes, I think so.
Anyway, I think he's coming back out. He's coming out of retirement.
I love it.
And I don't think he's from he definitely lives in the Hamptons now.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's a resident. I don't know if he's from here originally, but
I think he is.
Is he?
Yeah, it was Paul Simon and Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, yeah, and they were really good.
Yeah.
I was saying
I went to the red carpet and I watched everybody walk in.
Yes,
which was really
of course.
Cool. I got Lady Gaga to sign my Vogue.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's
Didn't
amazing.
get a picture, but I got a really good signature.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
saw Meryl
awesome.
Streep, Tom
Oh,
Hanks,
she's so
like,
amazing.
everybody.
Wow.
No pictures though, but it's okay.
No, that's amazing.
Was your phone?
Just
Your phone
see
had
it.
to like be. You couldn't take your phone.
No, you could. Like, I wasn't inside the red carpet.
Mm-hmm.
I just like was where the fans were outside as they all arrived.
Oh, okay.
But you got to see all of them.
But he's
That's
probably
so
too
cool.
busy talking to them than taking pictures, right? Is
Yeah.
that why you didn't get pictures?
Yeah. So, but it was cool. Yeah.
Well, I was saying, Michael, you'll appreciate this. When I saw Paul Simon and Sabrina Carpenter, I was like, oh, this gives me Lady Gaga, Tony Bennett vibes.
That's
Yes.
a
Right?
really good point. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very similar.
yeah.
And I thought she did a great job. And it just like Lady Gaga did, when you can sing with a classic,
Oh yeah.
icon, like somebody like Paul Simon or Tony Bennett, it's showing that you can hold your own with an icon, but also it's like her vocal, skills. So
Yeah.
people don't think she's just a pop star.
Right.
You can really see
hear
their
her.
vocal range.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But anyway, he's coming out of retirement for a tour that will include 5 nights at the Beacon Theater.
Oh,
He's going all over the country. I was like, oh, so
Love
cool.
this.
Did you see Cher?
Did I ever?
What?
I love her.
How? I have so many questions.
I cannot get over it.
She looked exactly the same as she did the first time she wore that outfit.
Yep. It's insane.
And also rocked.
I just don't what?
I love it when they were at Tina Fey and Emma Fuller were like, Cher, do you have a question? She's like, no, I got a lot of answers. I was like, she is such a queen.
Yes.
How do you get to be so cool?
Because she's Cher. I really, really want to read her book.
Yeah. She has led like more than 9 lives.
It's amazing.
I feel like. But she blew my mind. I saw an interview that was really interesting. Speaking of other podcasts.
Okay.
Monica Lewinsky has a new podcast.
No way.
Yeah. She's a really incredibly articulate woman. And she went through the ringer, as we know, and this to this day, she's on the Today Show, and everybody thinks one thing about her.
Yeah, it's so sad.
It's just crazy.
What's the name of her podcast?
The name of her podcast is called Reclaiming.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I haven't listened to it yet, but everybody says it's like she's just a really thoughtful, kind person who's been through a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, to be 21 years old, like she was 21.
21 years old.
Intern for the President of the United States at the White House. Her career was set. She was going to be successful, a big deal.
Yeah.
Talk about derailed.
Yep.
But so, I give her so much credit for using that experience to hopefully spread positive messages to people.
That's amazing.
Reclaiming, so we support her. That's amazing. And then I guess lastly, I want to tell you, I watched White Lotus.
I did too.
No, you told me to. That's why I did it.
Okay.
That's why I'm just telling you.
So you watched the first episode?
Yeah. What happened to the days where they would drop the whole series?
I know.
I told Thomas, I never thought I'd say, like, I miss COVID.
Yeah.
When they would drop the whole series.
Yeah. Because
I literally, I'm watching the most random, I'm watching Scamanda.
What do you think? I've been watching that.
I'm bored. I mean, it's fine, but the only reason I'm watching it is because there's nothing else.
I know.
And I got to wait.
I know.
I got to wait for, not Succession. What's the other one? Not Scandal. What's it called? Severance. I got to wait for Severance. I got to wait for White Lotus. I got to wait for the Housewives of Beverly Hills. What is happening?
Yeah. What did you think of White Lotus?
Loved it.
It's amazing, right?
Loved it.
Yeah.
I was like watching those three friends that you were talking about, three ladies. It is such a smart, interesting, clever show.
It really is. How they develop each storyline is so incredible.
Michael, who is the guy the director of White Lotus, the creator? Ooh. Yeah, because he was like a supporting actor on like a sitcom or something.
I know Patrick Schwarzenegger's in it, right?
Yes, yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver's son is like the good-looking son of that family.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Yeah, he's in it. I mean, it's a cast of that. Parker Posey, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Mike White.
Mike White, yeah. And what did it show? What he was? He was like a supporting actor of some sitcom.
Looking at his IMDb.
School of Rock. Yeah, he was like in School of Rock. But he came out and he had an idea.
Yeah.
And you know what I love about it is, Sharon, it's about our industry. It's about tourism. And each episode, this one's in Thailand, it was in Sicily before, it was in Hawaii. It's about these resorts, and you get to see the people in the community that work at the resorts that have their livelihoods by welcoming visitors. And it's all about how when people travel, all these lives intervene, and it's all about tourism.
Such a good show.
Yeah,
it really is.
Rock and Lighten, Brad Status, Gentlemen Broncos, Chuck and Buck.
Yeah, he was like a C-list. I mean, truly.
Yeah.
It kind of, and I think he'll say it. I think he said it like he was, and he just had this idea. It just goes to show if you have the talent and the initiative, there's, you should go for it, because now he's got the #1 show. Every actor wants to be on it.
It's amazing. And like you said, it's a cast of.
You know what comes back in April?
What?
Handmaids. I've been rewatching it and sobbing.
You need to get closer because you're like,
Handmaids comes back in April. So me and Jackson have been rewatching it.
Oh my God, I can't rewatch it. It's too intense.
Yeah.
It's just.
But I do need a recap. Like I forgot how it ended.
It's sad, but like, you're emotionally into it.
Yeah. That's the whole thing though. Like you're talking about dropping the entire series, but like then waiting 2 years.
Yeah. Then you're like, well, who are these people?
Yeah. Like what happened? I don't remember. Like I remember, but.
I'm sure they'll do a recap, but I'm like, wow, Handmaid's Tale. I need some good drop the series. Yeah. Let us binge. What happened? I mean, even Love is Blind.
Yeah.
I'm caught up on Love is Blind.
Are you watching
Super boring this season.
Petito?
No, I didn't start watching that.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's a little too.
It's very interesting.
Is it?
Yeah. Her parents are amazing human beings.
Oh, really?
They show like a play-by-play like with all of her footage and everything.
Oh,
It's
wow.
it's a really
You
good
recommend
watch.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gabby Petito.
It
who's a
was
Long Island
done
girl.
respectfully, and yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, I'll watch that. That's such a tragic story. And then I was watching the other one. It's similar to Scamanda because I'm caught up on that.
I'm not caught up. How do you get?
I have no kids.
No,
anymore.
but like, what happens?
That's all I do.
keep looking for it and I can't find it.
Oh, that's a whole other.
I can't.
The 15, 20 minutes that
Looking
it takes
for
us
it?
to find every show that
Why is it like that?
and then the worst part is poor Thomas because I just can't. He has to do it,
yeah.
and then I just heavy sigh
Yeah,
the
me
whole
too.
time and
Me
roll my
too.
eyes. And then the worst part is when you find it and you're like, oh, we're caught up.
Yeah.
And then and then you look for another one and it takes 20 minutes.
Yep.
Which streaming service is this on? Was it this
Oh
one?
my
This?
God.
And then you're like, oh, no, the next one doesn't drop until Friday. You're like, I can't.
Right. You get so mad.
White cider vinegar, white apple vinegar. Did you hear about that one?
No.
I think it's called white apple vinegar or something, some apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
And it's a true story too about a girl that pretended to cure herself of brain cancer with an organic diet and became like a huge influencer
Wow.
that, was posting her stuff. And then in the meantime, these people with cancer were like
Not going,
ignoring treatment
Yeah. That's so sad.
because they thought this could, it's crazy. So that, it's not uplifting content. You know what I mean? I need something like, I need some uplifting content. If White Lotus could just,
Yeah, keep coming out. I know. I
Exactly.
swear.
Okay. So that's all I had for celebrity, I think. What do you,
Yeah. No, I wanted to talk about the SNL 50th. I thought it was
Oh.
awesome. I don't really have any.
yeah,
That
that
was
was a
it.
lot. That was a lot. I did hear one other thing. I didn't know if you'd heard this. Did you hear that CBS and Sony are in a tiff over Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune?
You know what? No, but go ahead.
No, that's all I know.
I
What
don't
were you
know
gonna
anything.
say?
I was going to say that my next job instead, because I have not landed.
You're going to be Vanna?
No, I'm going to be Jim. I'm going to be Jim on Wheel of Fortune.
Who's Jim?
He's the announcer.
Oh. I'm like, wait, I don't know Jim.
Well, Kristen, we have this incredible cruise coming up.
Okay.
See?
Look at you.
I could totally do it.
You could do it. You can't do it when Michael turns on the TikTok to record something.
How many takes? That came out awesome, though. I was so proud of it. Michael's like, okay, try again.
I think you should be Vanna in your sexy new boots.
My sexy flat boots.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Vanna for a second.
She's another one. She's like Cher.
But sometimes the outfits that she chooses, I'm like, Vanna.
Did you see the other one the other day when she was wearing like the long sleeveless vest with the flowy skirt? I'm like, what are we? Where are we right now? We're like at the buffet.
Yeah, I know.
We're like at the cruise
and then
buffet.
sometimes she's wearing a gorgeous gown, and then sometimes she's wearing like a pleated skirt with like a
Yeah.
long cardigan, and I'm like, now you're showing your age.
Oh.
Together.
She usually looks very glamorous.
Exactly.
But the other day she wore like I was like, what is this? Are you like a fourth grade teacher?
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
But
was
no,
bad.
but she still looks good. She still looks better in it than I would
I know.
up there turning those letters.
And I know.
So love her. She's still rock. I'm like, how does she stay? She looks so good.
Yeah. And I used to love Ryan, but
You're over it?
I'm over Ryan.
That
He's
didn't
too
take long.
corny.
That didn't take
You know?
long. No, I'm still here for him. Okay, let's real quick talk about what's happening this weekend so that people know
Yes.
what to do this weekend. We're going to give you, and by the way, I am very excited about the this weekend things that Michael put together because they're awesome.
They are awesome.
And they're all over Long Island.
Yes.
We've been hitting the East End for a while, but
Yeah.
we need to make sure you know what else is going on
Yeah.
because there's some good ones.
We are talking this weekend about February 28th. You can book an igloo experience at Mirabelle Tavern in Stony Brook. See?
Mhm.
See how I get into this announcement?
Yeah, you're good. No, you're auditioning.
Laser Gaga light show at Vanderbilt Museum and Planetarium. Heartbreak Hotel at Engelman Theater in Northport. This is all happening on Friday the 28th. And then Saturday the 1st, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus at CM Performing Arts Center. This is a play. I love this.
This is, if you ever have somebody that has kids,
Everly and I sit there and watch
this is
YouTube.
the book to buy.
Yes.
Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. This is one of my favorite children's books.
And they have so many different iterations. Don't let the pigeon teach the class.
Great because I'm talking to the young people in our studio right now because it's like the bus driver leaves and he leaves you, the reader, in charge. And he's like, listen, I've got to go take a break. You're in charge, but whatever you do, don't let the pigeon drive the bus. Okay. And then you turn the page and the pigeon's like, hey. It was like, hey, how's it going? Like, hey, it's just so
It's so
cute.
good. It is so good. Sunday, March 2nd, Kevin James is at the Paramount. That's awesome.
Amazing Long Island, incredible comedian. Love him.
He's awesome. And he's here a couple times
It's
coming up.
like his home turf. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Kevin James, always a great time. And we love the Paramount. So a lot to see and do this weekend. Make sure you get out. Let us know your Oscar picks. If anybody, did anybody watch any of these other than Wicked?
Right. Let's hear
Are we
about
just
it.
cheering for Wicked?
Oh, we're giving away. We have a giveaway.
What?
By the way, Instagram for tickets to Frozen at the Gateway Theater.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
So
Frozen
it'll be
at the
shared
Gateway.
on our Discover Long Island page as well as Long Island Tea Podcast.
That's awesome. Make sure you're following our social channels because I've been following them. We're giving away
So
amazing
much.
stuff every week. And there's tons of winners, and we show you how we choose the winners and who won. So follow us. Thank you so much to North Cliff Vineyards, our partner in wine country. And have a great time out there. Stay warm. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
The Long Island Tea Podcast is brought to you by Discover Long Island, thanks to our generous sponsor, Sands New York. Visit sandsnewyork.com for more information. For exclusive access to contests and promotions, follow Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and X. And for questions, comments, and collaborative inquiries, email spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.